Donna Donna presents Ask Donna, a weekly podcast on a plethora of topics and tips. Donna's podcast is split into 4 distinct sub-podcasts. The first week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Bloggers podcast on such topics as overcoming bullies and bullying, tips on entrepreneurship, and protecting oneself from scams and scammers. The second week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Coach podcast. A bit of this, a bit of that from her monthly Did You Know diary. The third week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Homemaker podcast. Tips on everyday hints to help you take advantage of natural remedies and solutions. And the fourth week of the month is where Donna's podcast is all about her product review and a book review. Sit back and enjoy.
Hey, it's Donna J. Jodhan, your host for the Ask Donna podcast, second week of March 2024. Hope everybody is doing very well this week. We're still into March. We're rapidly approaching springtime and getting ready to say bye-bye to old man winter. Yes, indeed. Second week of March, and I want to thank all of you for continuing to listen to my podcast. And I want to thank my brother, Mike Cicello in Montreal, for continuing to produce for me. Thank you, Mike. And I hope everybody is just enjoying this time of March. Hope reigns eternal, folks. And this is what spring is all about. Spring will be here any day soon. Okay. For this week, the second week of March, it's all about Ask the Coach. Ask Donna, the sight loss coach. Okay? And for this week, we're going to welcome you to my a bit of this and a bit of that from Donna's Did You Know diary for March 2024. Okay? And here's what I learned for this month. This is a bit of interesting trivia. Bald eagles can live up to 40 years in the wild. Okay? And they primarily eat fish. And above all, they are monogamous and remain faithful to their partners. These amazing birds, they are especially known for their excellent eyesight. And their retinas are extremely strong. So they're very faithful to their partners until death. Not what society can say for so many people who are not faithful to their partners until death. Okay? It can focus very well on one thing or another depending on how it turns its head. They can look sideways, they can look straight ahead, they can look down, they can look up at their own choosing. And they have a lot of power to look around them because of this. They have color vision, believe it or not. Okay? So they have color vision, just like human beings, right? And they can look at things just like human beings. Imagine that. They have color power. They have almost perfect vision. And while soaring high above, the ocean or flying anywhere, they have the ability to see fish in the ocean. Or they can identify a rabbit moving around in the field. Even a mouse they can identify moving around in the field. So they can identify fish, rabbits, and even a little mouse. Okay, number 2. What is the difference between ointment and cream? ointment is thicker than cream, and more care needs to be taken when using both, especially your ointment. Okay? You have to be careful when you're spreading your ointment. It's very thick. So make sure you don't spread it too much at any given time over the offending area. It is thicker than cream. It is easier to spread cream. Number 3, about one's hands. Believe it or not, the hands contain the following: 27 bones, 27 joints, 34 muscles, okay? 27 bones, 27 joints, 34 muscles, okay? And it is a complex anatomy. And it has over 100 ligaments and numerous tendons and blood vessels, nerves and soft tissue. And it is very important for you to understand the anatomy of the hands. So again, it contains a lot of bones, joints, muscles, nerves, blood vessels, ligaments, tendons, and soft tissue. And all these can affect our hands. Our ability to function daily depends on the ability of our hands. Okay? It is from anything to be able to feed oneself. If we didn't have good functionality in our hands, we could not feed ourselves. And if our hands are not healthy, we have to make some big adjustments. Okay? Number 4, what exactly is a sheet pan? A sheet pan is used when one wishes to make a complete meal, and they put their vegetables and their meat onto the sheet pan. Okay? When cooking meat and veggies together, this is what you can do. Okay? It is really, really good for one meal combinations. All right? Number 5, what is this about tea? Brewing tea leaves tastes better than using a tea bag, believe it or not. So what you do is you boil your water. You have one of these little tea balls that you put your leaves in. Then you have your cup or your teapot. You put your tea ball into this little pot or your cup and let it steep for a bit, and then take it out. You'll see the difference between doing this as opposed to using a tea bag. Okay? Number 6, about prolonging the life of strawberries. Cut them up into small slices and sprinkle sugar over them. This is how you prolong the life of strawberries. And then you store it in an airtight container. So you cut up your strawberries, sprinkle sugar over them, put them into an airtight container, and voila. Okay? Number 7, about your phone charger. It consists of a connector and a charger block. This is very important for us all to remember. Your phone charger consists of a connector that goes into the block, and then the block goes into the wall. Insert one end of the connector into the block and the other end into your eye device. This is a phone charger or a device charger. Number 8, how do you make it easier to cut your nails? Soak your nails in warm water for a few minutes before cutting them. What does this do? It softens your nails. Okay? That's it for this month from my a bit of this and a bit of that from Donna's Did You Know diary. And now I'm going to move on to questions that I received over the past month, questions to the coach. If you're looking for stretch tops, silicone stretch tops that you can use to cover your food, they do exist. Okay, they do exist. Another question from someone asking if there are omelette makers for the microwave. And the answer to that is a definite yes. You can go to any home hardware store, both for your silicone stretch, your cover stretchers, okay, your stretch tops, your silicone stretch tops, and your omelette makers. You will find these also on Amazon, okay? But you can go to any home hardware store or a kitchen store for this. Okay. Another question is, are there mats, to avoid spills in your microwave? Yes, there are, definitely. I have them. And I will tell you, for all 3 products that I am responding to that people ask, I have these products. I only talk about products that I have or that have been recommended to me by friends and family and associates. These mats do exist. They not only help you to avoid spills, if you put it under the plate or under the bowl in your microwave and after it has warmed up, just take the mat by each edge. It's very easy to hold the mat under the plate or bowl and bring it out of the microwave. Lastly, these mats distribute the heat in the microwave evenly so that your food is warmed evenly. Okay? All right. Send me an email to askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. That's askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. Okay? Don't forget now. And I want to tell you too, and I should have told you for week 1 of March, that you can also look at the show notes here, right, for March. And if you have any questions, just send me an email. Okay? That's it for me for this week, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe. And I will see you next week. Take care and bye for now.
That's it for this week. Donna hopes that you enjoyed her podcast today. She thanks you for having taken the time to tune in and looks forward to being with you next week. Send your thoughts and feedback to Donna at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com.